is a lot of people that he needs to be managing, looking after, making sure they're doing well, trading, and also building the business. But he's done everything that he could possibly do to make sure he's on this call, right? So you want to make sure that you got your pens, your paper ready. You know, he was actually a vice president of another MLM company, right? A vice president. You guys need to understand what that means, right? We got Alex Morton, even Tapio, so you need to see this guy in the same limelight as these amazing, amazing, amazing individuals, right? So, you know, he's got an amazing story. He's going to break down that Chairman 25 blueprint for every single one of us that's chasing that rank. So I hope you guys are ready, right? Is there anything you want to add?
Guys, just put some more sevens in the chat if you're ready. I'm really fired up. I don't think we need to talk too much because we need the spotlight for Justin Owens. But Montel, you went over. But just a bit background knowledge about Justin himself. He's an entrepreneur since 18. When I heard that, I was like, wow, because I'm 18 years old, so I've always wanted to be a young entrepreneur. Here I am. So these are definitely nuggets that I want to be listening to. So make sure you got your pens and papers ready. He's never had a job. He's never had a father figure or family figure, and from that to where he is right now is absolutely insane, because people, they will use that as excuses to not get to where they want to be, but he never used that as an excuse to hold him back. It just made him go stronger and harder to where he is right now. And guys, if you follow him on Instagram, you know his posts are amazing. I was actually reading one of his posts the other day, and he was like, a lot of people are inconsistent with being consistent. I was like, wow, that's so true, because it's like, you want to go chairman, you want to do this, you want to be all these big ranks, but you're not doing the little stuff consistently on a consistent basis, like Zoom calls, PBRs, exposing people every single day. You're lacking on consistency, and that's why you're not getting to where you want to be. And I was even telling Montel the other day, it's like coachability and teachability as well. A lot of people, they're only coachable and teachable to what they want to be coachable and teachable, which is their comfort zone, right? What they're comfortable with. But they're not coachable and teachable to what they're not comfortable with. And it's like, if you're only coachable and teachable where you're comfortable, it's like you're only going to go so far. So you really need to come out your comfort zone and just take that extra step and take that extra mile to get to where you want to be. Because trust me, you're not going to get to the next level in your comfort zone. Facts, right? So you really want to come out your comfort zone and do all types of stuff to get to the next level. You want to be going out there speaking to 10, 20, 30, 40 people every single day, not just 2 to 5. 2 to 5 will get you to what, P150, P600, but it's not going to get you to chairman. So you really want to increase your numbers. But guys, that's enough from me. Guys, put some sevens in the chat, put some fire in the chat if you're ready. If you're ready for Justin, let's give him a UK welcome, yeah? Say, I am ready in the chat if you're ready for Mr. Justin Owens. Justin, we're going to meet you now, bro.
All right. Can you guys, can y'all hear me? Can you see me okay? Making sure I'm unmuted.
We can hear you.
Good. Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to, I was about to say something. First of all, I want to say shout out to Sharman and also Montel. You guys, leading your organization. And I know all of you all that are on the call have a tremendous amount of respect for them and everything that they do. And, even me being on the call just kind of talks about the type of leaders that you have. They're just trying to be able to help lead the organization the best that they can. And so they reached out to me and said, Justin, listen, are there some things that you can share with us and our organization that you all have been able to use and implement to be able to build an organization? And so I don't mind sharing it. I believe, you all can be able to take some of the things that we're doing and apply to your business. And I truly believe we have some chairmen that are on my mentor, Mr. David Amenitie, said we're going to have 200 chairmen. And obviously you all see the wave of chairmen that are being broke in the company, and it's going to be ridiculous and come out of us. That, in my opinion, because I know some of the things that the company we're going to be doing coming out of Dallas, all I can tell you is just be ready. You don't want to be coming into Dallas, all right, going into the convention, hoping to create some momentum afterwards. You want to come running into it and a few other things. But I can't tell you all about myself really quick. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 18. I know some of y'all looking at me like, Justin, you still look like you're 18. But sorry about that. Somebody was calling. But I'm not 18. I'm 32. Literally, this is all we do. We travel the country. We travel to different parts. And we start teaching people about money and finances and educating themselves on our skill set. It's really, really phenomenal. I think for me, for me, I remember my parents, when I was younger, they had a cleaning business in second grade, and I was falling asleep in class. What are you doing? I was like, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I had to work last night. She was like, what? Don't you know that's illegal? Like in the United States, you know, I don't know how it is over there. Can you guys hear me okay? Can y'all hear me? Somebody's saying it's super slow. Let's try this. I see you all. Let's try this. Hold on one second. Let me connect to my other Wi-Fi. One sec. Let's try this. Is this better? Montel, can you let me know if this is any better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better, bro.
Yeah, a lot better. Okay, cool. But nonetheless, you know, being an entrepreneur since I was young, I don't know if you guys can hear me any better now, but I don't know where you got cut off. But you know, seeing my parents, they had a cleaning business when we were younger, and really been in a situation where they, you know, I saw working hard was important, but it wasn't everything. I remember falling asleep in class in second grade, and the teachers were like, my teacher was like, why are you falling asleep? And I was, listen, I had to work last night because my parents had a cleaning business and I was working, you know, even in elementary school. And so what I learned from that was a great work ethic. What changed for me really in my perspective, in my life, it was, I remember being in third grade, and I don't know if you all know, my daughter, she's 7. So every year we get a list of things that my daughter needs for school. And, you know, you look at that list and it's like, you got to have, you know, 20 boxes of tissue and all this kind of stuff. I remember being in second grade, actually third grade. And one of the things I wanted was a 64 count of Crayola crayons. Do y'all remember those crayons? Montel, y'all remember the 64 count of crayons we had like the sharpener in the back? You guys remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I remember that was on my list. And I took it to my parents, and they were like, we're not getting you 64 crayons. We're going to get you 8. I was like, what are you talking about? And I remember being in class and the teacher's calling out colors that's not in my box. I'm looking in the box. She's like, I want you to pull out the color, you know, cyan. I'm looking at my box. Like, I don't have, you know, cyan in my box. And I remember being in class and I was like, man, I got it. When I have a family, right, I want to be able to get my daughter the 64 count of crayons. And for you all, I don't know what it is for you. I know for me, there were some things in my life that I wanted to have happen and it didn't, right? There were some things that I wanted for myself that I wasn't able to do. And so I don't know what that Crayola, that box of crayons was for you, you know, but everybody I believe has something in their life that maybe they couldn't get or they couldn't do that really motivates them. That was just my thing. And so I tell everybody that, you know, money is not a motivator for me. You know, I take the money, but I don't do this for the money. It's really, at this point, it's really about impact. We've got so many people that are winning with this incredible skill set, and we're just getting started. And that's where I want everybody to really understand, you know, Charmin, she asked me to share some tips on, you know, creating an environment of belief for your organization. And because I really talk about, you know, a lot of times in our business, we talk about creating an environment of belief for yourself. And so I'm in my office right now in the house. If you were to look around, I've got my goals around my office. I've got, you know, the next rank. I've got the goals for the year literally are all around me. In my office, right, I've got a picture of the next office that I'm going to have while I'm sitting here in my office. And so if you go in my room, it's the next picture of the next room that I'm going to have. You walk in my closet, it's the next closet I'm going to have. Literally everywhere around me, I see my goals. I've got an Apple Watch on right now. Guess what's on here? Let me see if y'all can see. Hold on. It might be because I'm on this webinar. It's connected. Oh, there we go. Boom. Y'all can probably see it. Goals, right? Car. Goals. Family. My goals. I'm not saying off of this call, go buy an Apple Watch. That's not the point of this call. In my wallet, right? Something that's free that you all can do. Many of you all have heard it. A lot of people haven't done it. You know, it's so funny to me. Sometimes you'll have somebody that's making a lot of money, like Mr. Emanitier. When I first came over here, he was talking about writing down your goals on a goal card, right? Guys, I didn't believe in any of that stuff. But I also said, you know what, Justin, why not? Why not try it? You know, at the time when I first came over here, David was at Mr. Emanitier was at 100,000 a month. He was a chairman 100. I was like, well, listen, he's at 100,000 a month. I might as well listen to what he's saying. And now you fast forward to where he is now. You guys already know, the income that he's making is just, obscene. It's just ridiculous. And what I saw was like, man, there's so many people that I've seen him do the trainings and talk about creating an environment of belief. But people don't do it. They listen to it all the time. They don't do it. Well, it's not just about creating an environment of belief for your goals. What you all have to do is, here's what happens. We have so many people winning. We have so many people making money. People believe that it's possible to win here. If you're on this call, you're on this call because you believe it's possible to win here. What you all have to do in your internal organization is to create an environment of belief where your organization goes from, man, that's nice for them. Man, that's nice for other people, to, no, that's mine. Like the same thing that they have, I have. I remember, I don't remember exactly where we met in the bathroom, Montel. That was, I talked to a lot of people when we were running in and out of bathrooms, but here's what I remember. I remember the first convention I went to when I was younger. I ran into a top earner in the bathroom, and I remember looking at him, and I was like, man, you know what? He's human just like me. There's anything that I do, anything that I have, anybody else that y'all see, anybody in the company, we're regular people just like you. And although everybody's background and story is a little bit different, we all have to navigate through our own individual process to get to that next level. And so what that's going to take for you all is to create an environment of belief, not just where other people are winning, but like where people believe, like, man, if I'm working with you, I'm going to win. The Science of Getting Rich, there's a chapter in there that talks about the increasing personality. I think that's what it's called. I believe it's chapter 11. I think it's chapter 11. But that's increase. Anyway, it's something increase. If I have my book, I get it's in my bedroom. But I would definitely study that, because what it's talking about is how you can get to a point where you're helping other people to see themselves on a higher level. And so one of the things that we do, the impression increase, there you go. Appreciate that, Joseph, is this, right? The impression increase is so big because it has nothing to do with how much money you make or where you are, any of that stuff. What it has to do is what you believe and what you can help other people to believe. So what are some things that we do to be able to do that? Well, what I do, and some of y'all may do this already, is I send my leaders, I make them a flyer of their next rank before they hit it. So if they're platinum 150, they're now looking at their platinum 600 flyer. If they're platinum 600, they're now looking at their platinum 1000. If they're platinum 1000, they're platinum 2000 flyers, right? What you do is you've got to start getting people to see themselves bigger than what they are. And this is not for your upline to do for you, right? If your upline does it, fine. If you want to start doing it for your group, fine. But you do it for yourself. If you're a platinum 600, go get you somebody to design your platinum 1000 flyer that makes you feel excited about looking at it every single day. And if you're looking at it every single day, if you're putting the work in it every single day, eventually you'll get to the point where you're there. And as soon as you hit platinum 1000, as soon as I have a leader hit platinum 1000, guess what they get in their inbox? Guess what they get in their text message? Their platinum 2000 flyer. I don't want you to get comfortable. See, I don't focus on platinum 150 is my organization. We celebrate them when they hit it, but I focus on showing people how they get to platinum 1000. And how do we do that? It's very simple. You all have heard the game plan. Mr. David Emanite, he goes over. If you all YouTube the IML blueprint. When I first got started in the business, David, this is what he said to me. He said, Justin, watch and study this. It's about 45 minutes, and he's going through everything that you need to do to go to the position of Chairman 10. I literally watched it and I studied it. Most people, believe it or not, in this business, they just watch stuff. They just read a book. They don't study the books. They read the book. So they read a book and they go to the next book. I was talking to the leaders of my group yesterday, and I said, man, I believe there's only 3 books that you really need to go chairman. Now, there's a lot of books that you can read and all this kind of stuff, but my opinion, Science of Getting Rich. If you're brand new in the business, right, developing the leader within you, that's by John C. Maxwell. And then if you're platinum 1000 or above, then you want to be looking at developing the leaders around you, right? Those 3 books. And of course, Mr. David Emanite's Audio, Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. But those 3 books, if you study them, not just read them, but study them, they'll help you start understanding the mindset side of the business and understanding how to go about leading yourself first. See, a lot of people, they're trying to lead other people first. No, that's why I said the second book was developing the leader within you. That's by John Maxwell. Developing the leader within you, right? And then Platinum 1000 and above, developing the leader around you, right? Developing the leaders around you. You got to get those books. And of course, The Science of Getting Rich. So you got Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Both of the next books are by John C. Maxwell. It's Developing the Leader Within You. If you're brand new, you're not a Platinum 1000. If you're not a Platinum 1000, that's what you need to be reading, right? If you're Platinum 1000 and above, Developing the Leaders Around You. If you're not a Platinum 1000, don't start reading Developing the Leaders Around You. Just listen. Like that's a lot of people, they try to go ahead. No, stay on Developing the Leader Within You until you get to Platinum 1000, and then you can start focusing on developing the leaders around you. Okay. But you got to now create that environment of belief in your organization, and started with the Platinum 150, started with the P600s and the P1000. The reason I focus on Platinum 1000 outside of it just being the main position in the company, where really that's where growth is you can kind of grade the goals from it. It's because really, believe it or not, the smaller ranks make up the big ranks. A lot of people put so much emphasis on chairman, and chairman is extremely important. I believe that's a position where your life can really be changed and go in an entirely different direction. But how do you get to chairman? It's impossible for you to go to chairman without helping a lot of people, right? At least 7 to 10 people, at least, go Platinum 1000 or above. Minimum. So what did I decide to focus on? I decided, you know what? If I could just help everybody else get their goals and help them really believe for their goals, then I know I got a chance to win. See, what you got to find out is the people that you're working with, not do you want it for them, because we all want it for them. We all want, I believe everybody on this call can go chairman, but none of you will go chairman until you believe that you're chairman, and not just believe that chairman's possible and it's happening for other people. And wow, look at all these people promoting. Wow, that's so great. No, you got to get it to a point where, no, you know what? I'm a chairman as well, and I'm going to start handling my business as a chairman. Well, then what does a chairman look like? What does a chairman act like? Does a chairman, do they host their own events? Does a chairman have their calendar together? Are chairmans doing the minimum, right? There's a lot of people that get started in this business. They do the minimum and they expect the maximum. I tell people, you can't do that. You can't come in this business and do the least amount of work and you're expecting to get the most out of it. You don't want to come to any events. How long are the conference calls? How much longer is he going to be talking for? I don't know if I want to go overseas to this convention. Can you just bring the information back? Well, that's a way to go, chairman. That's the mindset of the chairman. You guys see what I'm saying? You got to start saying, okay, well, I can't keep looking at where I'm at. Because what a lot of people do is we justify what we're doing. We justify why we can't do what we know we need to do. Well, I know I need to do that, but I can't. I don't have any money. I don't have this. Well, it doesn't take you having the money. It takes you first making a decision, and then once you make the decision, then you find out how you can go about getting the money. But you got to make a decision. I made a decision in Vegas that I was going to be in Dallas. Hey, listen, hey, God willing, I'm going to be there, right? And that's always been my mindset. Hey, I bought a ticket at that event because I knew I was going to be there. But then I said, okay, when my mentor, when he explained to me the numbers, right, and how important they were for events, it literally changed the entire game for me, right? I'm gonna give you all the numbers, right? If you want to be Platinum 1000, in iMarkets Live, you need to have 10 people in an event, okay? So if you want to be Platinum 1000, how many people do you need to have at the event? Put it in the chat. I want to see. I want to make sure you guys are hearing me. You guys can see it. If you want to be Platinum 1000, there you go. 10 people, right? If you want to be Platinum 5000, you need to have 30 to 50 people with you at an event, at a big event. So that's like Dallas coming up, right? I know Mr. Emanitier and Yvonne Tapia, they were just out there in the UK, right? 30 to 50 for Platinum 5000. If you want to be chairman, you need to have 100 people at an event, right? I just had a chairman break recently, and they didn't hit chairman. They had 130 people at an event that we had in January. They didn't hit in January. They hit about 4 weeks after that event. So if you have 100 people at an event, right, and you don't hit it by that event, shortly coming outside of that event, you're going to hit it. Why? Because you only need a few people out of that 100 to decide they want to go Platinum 1000 for you to hit chairman. You guys understanding the numbers? Okay. For chairman 50 to chairman 100, you need to have 500 people at an event. Okay. And 1,000 people at an event is multimillionaire. When I heard those numbers, I said, okay, wait a minute, Justin, I can't just get to the event myself. I got to say, okay, how many people am I going to have at this event? How many people, not are just saying it, but how many people have bought their ticket? How many people have got their flight? How many people, hey, you know, even if we got I'll tell you all a funny story. My first convention that I ever went to in the industry of network marketing, I didn't have enough money for a hotel room. Okay. It was in New York City. I had enough money for a flight, and I had like $30 for meals over the weekend. So I was like, okay, cool. I can eat off the dollar menu. There's some people I talk to, they don't want to go to an event because they don't want to go there broke. They want to also have spending money to go see the city. I'm like, but you're broke. You can't do that, right? You it blows my mind. They're like, well, I don't have money to hang out, so I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm like, oh, that's the way to create wealth. Don't go get the information and learn from the people that are winning. And yeah, you're gonna be in a better situation. It don't work like that, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all my story. I didn't have the money I didn't even have a hotel, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy looking back. But I knew I was good with people. So what I did was I got out there, had enough money for my food. And you know how you get with people at the events, you start hanging out with them, right, in their rooms and stuff like that. And I would just get in with people's room and we'd be joking around and laughing, having a good time. And I was like, man, I'm getting kind of tired, man. You're like, oh, bro, you could just sleep on the floor, get your stuff in the morning. I'm like, for real, I could do that. My God, that's what's up, my guy. Appreciate you. Sleep on the floor. Got to the next day. Guess what? It wasn't comfortable. When I left that event, I said never again, man. It was so I think my blood pressure was high. I was 18, almost 19 at the time. And I said, you know, I gotta make it happen. It wasn't convenient. I didn't know. I said worst case scenario, if I gotta like sleep inside of the hotel somewhere or whatever just to make it happen. I knew that we have such a loving group of people that people aren't gonna let me do that. But I have people, right? I have people that in my group that have slept in the car. And here's the thing. Here's the thing I tell my group. If you're going through something, don't start complaining about it at the event, right? There's so many people, they want everybody to hear their story while they're struggling. I didn't tell that story until I started making money. Y'all get what I'm saying? Nobody at that company knew. Nobody knew until I was making money. So I don't go around complaining. I don't go around whining. I don't go around just oh God, you know what? No, I say, okay, you know, Justin, you got to get out of this situation, and it can't be comfortable, right? It can't always be easy. So what you got to do, especially you all are over in the UK, maybe I got to get a couple hotel rooms and everybody get some sleeping bags and sleep on the floor. It's not going to be pretty. You're trying to go chairman. You're trying to change your life. You're trying to be in a different situation. It's not going to be convenient. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but I can tell you this. If you get to these events and you apply what you're learning, your life will be changed. And what's beautiful is you can even learn how to just trade. Guys, Friday, all day trading training. You want to win trading? Be at the event. If you don't have the money, you can't afford to be at the event. I used to hate when people said stuff like that. Like, well, I'm broke though, so I can't afford. Yeah, but you can't afford not to be there. So you got to find a way. Find out how much flights are, right? Just do some extra work. See if you can get some overtime. Can you trade for it? Don't gamble for it, right? Don't because you know you can start over leveraging and then you can't go anywhere, right? So you just got to find a way. Can you borrow the money? Can you save up some commission checks? You got to now get there. I think what makes me look at network marketing differently is, so I started as an entrepreneur when I was 18. I was in network marketing until I was 21. When I got 21, I started in sales. I had my own sales company. We were doing door-to-door sales. And then I had a call center. When I turned 23, I opened up a call center. I don't know if you guys know what call centers are, but it's a whole bunch of people telemarketing. I had like the office was 7,500 square foot office. I had 40 people that we were making calls every single day. So I had door-to-door sales, I had business-to-business sales, and I had a call center. So we were selling direct energy, which is electricity client, and telecom in America. I don't know if you guys have Verizon over there, AT&T, but we were selling their business lines of service for customers. And what I knew was I understood business. And I think when I came back to the industry after I understood business, it made me look at network marketing differently because, you know, having a business, you know, like the expenses to break even at my call center between the software, the building, and the utilities before anybody's payroll was $10,000. So I had to make $10,000 a month to be broke. Right? When you added in payroll, you're talking about between $35,000 and $40,000 a month to make nothing. But then guess what? You had to get the building. You had to get the cubicles. You had to get tables and chairs and the computers. You had to buy laptops for everybody. You had to buy all the software. And I look at network marketing and I say, man, all you got to do is pay $225. It's $164.95 a month. Y'all know what's beautiful about network marketing? Is as you make more money, your expenses don't go higher. See, when you go Platinum 2000, you're doing the same presentation you're doing at Platinum 1000. Your membership doesn't all of a sudden cost more money because now you're making more money. See, if I wanted to open another location to grow my business back then, I had to go invest into another location, have that expenses and all the overhead. So what I share with people is that if you want to build network marketing, you got to have the same approach to your business. See, $164.95, that's equivalent to just getting the office building. That's not no furniture. That's not employees. That's not marketing and branding. But people will get started in network marketing and do the little, the basics and feel like they're supposed to win. But you haven't invested into your business. Are you investing into your business? Are you investing into yourself? You can't just keep taking. Think about this. In any business, if you want to have a successful business, every piece of revenue, imagine if an owner, every dollar that came in, they kept spending all the money. How long would they be in business? Not long. Why? Because you got to say, okay, hey, at some point, you can't keep spending this. You got to take a little bit of a salary, but now you got to invest into what? Employees. You got to invest into marketing for your business. You got to invest into the right things to help scale your company. Well, how can I apply that to network marketing? Can I just say, you know what, I'm paying my $164.95 or whatever package that you have and say, well, that's it? No. You got to say, okay, what can I do for my organization? I do different promotions for my organization all the time. And everything is not money-based. Look, we got these, like, give an example. You see this shirt right here, it says run the play. That's a saying I have for my group, run the play. But you can't buy these shirts. You can only earn them. So everybody's like, yo, how can I get a run the play shirt? The shirt don't even cost that much money, guys. But I said, look, the only way you get it is you got to run the play. When you run the play, somebody in your upline is going to give you a shirt. And now you got people running for these ranks for a t-shirt. It doesn't always cost a lot of money. But you got to, and I'm not saying you got to do t-shirts, right? I have a clothing line and people can buy those. But I say, man, what can we do to recognize people that, because I try to do stuff that's duplicatable for the average person to do. Somebody can spend, $5, $7 on a shirt and give it to somebody in their group, right? David has an audio CD, right? Can you buy the audio CD and sew it into somebody? Give you an example. I went to Cleveland, Ohio, like last month. I think it was last month. It was either last month or the beginning of this month. I'm sorry. My travel schedule is crazy. I don't know where I was at, but I know it was recently. There was a lady that was at the event. She was just an IBO. We went out to dinner. She didn't have any money for dinner. I was like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I was going to take care of it anyway, but I was like, don't worry about it. Just come sit down, stay with the group. And so Brittany and Malcolm, they're chairmen, right? And so Brittany knows because she saw me do this so many times. She sewed into the lady's life. She bought a CD, right? She bought my CD. I have a motivational mixtape, and she bought David's CD, and she gave it to the lady. And the lady started listening to it every single day. Last Friday, she hit Platinum 150. On Monday, she hit Platinum 600. And now she's days away from Platinum 1000. And you know what happened? She said, because you believed in me, it made me believe in myself even more. Nobody's ever believed in me. What do? We raised her belief. Sometimes sewing into somebody makes it like, man, nobody's ever believed in me. For you to invest $20 into me, it's not even about the money. It has nothing to do with the money. It's not the minimum though. Y'all get what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, I don't want. Some people don't even want to buy a CD for themselves. Well, why don't you give it to me? We're so used to we want somebody to give it to us. We don't want to invest into it. And I'm not trying to sell CDs. I'm not trying to sell books. I don't make money off of John Maxwell's book. I don't do any of that stuff. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is, wow, what would have happened if Brittany didn't invest? David's CD's $20, my CD's $20. What would have happened if Brittany didn't say, you know what, I'll invest $40 into you? What if it was just $20? What I'll invest that into you. I'll sow it into you. Now, I'm not saying we go around giving everybody a CD. I'm not that, I'm not saying that. But there's some people that you got to sow into them. You got to invest into them. And then guess what? Guess what that lady now knows? The power of sowing into other people. So guess what she's going to do as she starts making money? She's going to duplicate what she just saw. You see, that's how you get duplication going on in your group. You show people, and then you remind them how they won. Hey, you remember when you didn't have no money? And you'll laugh about it afterwards. See, that's why you got to always continue to pay it forward. But it starts with you believing in other people, believing it into yourself, so that you can start helping other people get to the next level. So we do a lot of things like that to create an environment of belief, to create new stories, right? And so and I'm not sure what this organization is, but here's what I would say. Look, the leaders, y'all get together, like literally. I have my leaders, we do this every single week. Every single week, I have them look through their organization and write down how many people a person is away from the next rank. I'm gonna tell y'all let me tell y'all how crazy this is. Okay, so I'm giving an example of what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna tell you what just happened. So that means if somebody's got one person, right? I'll be like, okay, this person, and I don't know what rank you are, but I'm giving an example. Let's say Bradley's 4 away from Platinum 600. So I'm gonna put 4 by Bradley, right? Kimberly, you're 3 away from Platinum 600. And we literally go down the organization. This person is, 10 away from Platinum 1000. This person is 1 away from Platinum 150. Guys, and then what we do is we start calling people and we say, listen, I don't know if you know it, but you're 1 away from Platinum 150. They're like, what? Are you serious? It's not about how you do it, right? Some of y'all are like, hey, man, you need 1 more, come on, man, let's get, no, man, bro, do you know you're 1 away from Platinum 150? Hey, did you know you need 4 people for Platinum 600? Let me tell you how powerful this is. For those of y'all that understand the comp plan, I want y'all to think about this. There was a lady in our organization that's 2 and free. Everybody with me on that? She's 2 and free. I had one of my leaders that's doing this. He's a few days away from chairman. She's 2 and free. She's 6 people away from Platinum 1000. Some of y'all don't get that. She's 2 and free right now. And she needs 6 customers to go Platinum 1000. Here's what happened. She referred some customers. One of the ladies under that lady went Platinum 600. The other one went Platinum 600, running towards Platinum 1000. And we never remember who referred all these people because we're just driving down the legs in our business. And we called the lady and said, listen, I know you haven't been really building the business. I know you just been focused on trading, but did you know you're 6 away from Platinum 1000? She was like, what? We were like, yes. I told him, I was like, look, if she don't get this done, give me the position because I get it done, right? That's what I said, look, I'll buy it from you. I'll give it to my daughter, right? But anyway, I was like, listen, you're 6 away. She couldn't believe it. She was like, I didn't know this. So guess what starts happening? Now she believes for Platinum 1000. Guess what? As you're running towards your goal, here's how you get done, guys. What's done is you get a whole bunch of people believing for something that they want to hit themselves. So all you got to do is calculate how close you are to your next goal. And then what you do is you say, okay, you know what? This person needs 3. This person needs 4. This person needs 5. This person needs 6. This person needs 2. This person needs 1. And then you add up all of that stuff. And then you don't even have to look at your back office anymore until you know, hey, as soon as this person gets to Platinum 150, this person gets to Platinum 600, this person gets to Platinum 1000, this person gets to Platinum 1000, this person gets to Platinum 2000, this person gets to Platinum 600, I'm Platinum 1000. All I got to do is focus on helping all these people hit their goals, and it's done. See, I love that because now I don't have to focus on myself. I'm saying I'm so happy and grateful for whatever my next goal is, right? But now I'm also focusing on the other people. Okay, so that's how we've been able to really build belief. Getting those flyers to the leaders. Sowing into people, but they can win to, and then really understanding those numbers for every event. So listen, what you do is you set a goal for Dallas, right? You set a goal for Dallas for this organization, and then guess what? If you don't hit the goal, do you get upset? Do you get frustrated? Nope. You just carry the goal to the next event. So let's say your goal is Platinum 5000. You've been speaking Platinum 5,000. Well, if I've been speaking Platinum 5,000 by Dallas, then that means I need to have how many people coming with me to the event? If my goal is Platinum 5,000 by Dallas, how many people do I need to have come with me to an event? What's the number? We're gonna pull it all back together. What's the number? 30 to 50, 30 to 50, right? If my goal is Platinum 1,000 by Dallas, how many people do I need to bring with me? 10 people. So now I say, okay, I know if my goal is this, and I only got myself coming to the event, I need to get 9 more people, 10 more people, right? To get to that event. That's what I got to get done. You got to start understanding the numbers and start working the numbers. That's all I focus on. When David told me I need 100 people in an event, guys, listen, if you get 100 people to any event, it's done. I'm telling you right now, it's done. It is done. But you got to master promoting for these events, right? Here's something that's kind of tough with events. You when it comes to promoting, I talk to my leaders about this. You almost have to be borderline annoying. It's unfortunate, but it's true, right? Because you got to call a person. You got to say, hey, listen, are you coming to Dallas? Yeah, I'm coming to Dallas. Okay, cool. Did you get your flight? I tell my leaders, listen, if you can't afford the round trip, buy the one way right now. Just buy the one-way flight. And then keep saving your money, and then we'll get you back. In 2 weeks, you'll buy the one coming back. Sometimes people wait so long to buy it that they can't afford it by the time it's time to do it. It's costing you money. So think about it. A person doesn't buy a ticket to Dallas. Then they decide they want to go to Dallas at the last minute. Now the tickets cost more for the event. But if you would have bought it a month and a half ago, the tickets would have been cheaper. If you would have made a decision to go to Dallas 4 months ago, you could have already paid for your flight. Well, guess what? Now you got to understand this. And for those of y'all that can't make it, I believe everybody in here should strive to make it. But then guess what? As soon as they come out of the event, when they say what the next event is, you need to go ahead and start saving money for that flight. You need to start getting your hotel and all that kind of stuff. But everybody in here, that's not a cop-out for the people that, well, he did say if he can't make it to start. No, get to Dallas. Get to Dallas. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The people that go to Dallas and the people that don't, watch what happens in their business. And here's what people are going to want to do. Dang, that's so cool. You hit Platinum 5,000. Dang, man, you hit Chairman. See, they want it, but they don't want to do what we're talking about. They don't want to call nobody and get them on to try to make it happen. I'm investing into some people. I've got guests coming to the events. I'm investing into flights. I'm helping my team with Airbnbs. I'm doing whatever we can do. And people are like, oh, that's easy. You did that. You can do that, Chairman 25. Guys, I've been doing this for a long time. I did that Platinum 2,000. Believe it or not, I was a Platinum 2,000. I did it Platinum 5,000. I did it at Chairman. I'm doing it at 25. I'm going to do it at 50. It doesn't change what you're doing. What changes is how much you can do it. So what if I can only help a person out with $50 on a flight or $100 on a flight, and it helps save them a little bit of money? Well, can we make that happen? You got to stop looking at why everybody else can do it and you can't, and start figuring out how you can do it. That's it. Get on the mindset of I got to get it done. I got to make it happen, and I got to get the goal done. So I don't want to talk you guys to death. It's 5 o'clock. Hopefully y'all got some value out of it, man, and look forward to getting a chance to meet you all in person in Dallas. Hopefully not in the bathroom though. I don't want to have no more bathroom encounters. that was the last one, right? Montel, no more bathroom encounters. Just meet me in the hallway, right? But nonetheless, man, I'm excited for you all and what this organization is going to do. I believe with Charmin and also Montel, you all have some incredible leaders that continue to serve, that continue to pour into you, that have great hearts, and they're willing to do what's necessary. I see it on Instagram. I see them, doing the calls and doing the events and standing in the trenches. I'm telling you all right now, I'm still in the trenches right now. I tell my group, I'm showing the plan every single night, guys. Every night. I got Bible study at 7:30. I got a launch call at 9:30. I'm going to Houston tomorrow. I got some people that I'm having them take a look at the IML. Friday, I got a home events blitz going on this weekend. Saturday, I got 2 presentations. Sunday, I got presentations. I'm in Utah. Monday, for 2 days, I'm in San Francisco. Then I go to Dallas, and I go back to Houston, and then I go to Cleveland, Chicago, Columbus. I'm literally every single day. So maybe you can't do that. I'm not saying that to you to make you feel like you got to travel. But what I'm saying is, if you can't do that, can you show the presentation 4 to 6 times a week in your city? So you can do that. Can you do a home event 4 to 6 times a week? Can you do a Zoom 4 to 6 times a week? See, all the stuff that we talked about, it all comes back to the work. If y'all don't have a lot of people on the Zoom, it's because there's not a lot of work happening in between the Zooms. If you don't have a lot of people at a home event, it's because there's not a lot of activity happening in between that home event to the next home event. You all got to get in the trenches and stay there. You don't look up, you don't look left, you don't look right. When somebody else promotes, you celebrate them. You get excited. You understand that because it's happening for them, it can happen for you. It's that much closer. There are people that I talked to recently that felt some kind of way about other people hitting ranks. And Montel, Charmin, I'm gonna let y'all go after this. But I'm like, why do you got to celebrate these other people, right? Celebrate them. You see it happening for them, that means it's gonna happen to you. I was like, the only way I wouldn't celebrate somebody is if they took something from me to get it. I was like, listen, if somebody took your whole group, right, they just took your whole team, and that's how they hit their rank, I can feel you not celebrating. But they didn't take nothing from you. All they did was go work. They're another version of you trying to figure it out. And then they hit Chairman 10 and you don't want to celebrate them? What is that? They hit Chairman 5, you don't want to celebrate them? Don't you want people to celebrate you? Don't you want people to celebrate and clap for you when you hit Chairman 50, when you hit Chairman 100? Well, you got to celebrate other people. Don't feel some kind of way. People get frustrated and they get discouraged. The people that get discouraged weren't doing nothing anyway. I'm so demotivated right now. All these people are promoting and I'm not. Well, okay, let me see your calendar for last week. Oh, it's empty. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you're not promoting. Maybe if you filled your calendar up for the next 6 months, 4 to 6 times a week, and look up in 6 months, I promise you, everybody, y'all try me out on this. Everybody that's on this call, show the plan for 4 to 6 times a week. Home event, Zooms, whatever. 4 to 6 times a week for the next 6 months. And screenshot me your back office today. And then DM me in 6 months and show me what your back office looks like then. Everybody in here ain't gonna do it because most people, believe it or not, are lazy. I'm not saying you're lazy. I said most people are. So if you felt some kind of way about that, then you got to check your heart or you got to check your work, right? But try it. Try it. Guys, in Atlanta, people look at the Atlanta events and they're like, Justin, how did y'all get Atlanta? Like we had an event recently. We had like 800 people at the event. Then we had another event. But every single Tuesday we do a presentation. Sometimes we have 50 people. Sometimes we have 100 people. Sometimes we have 150 people. Sometimes it's 200. It just depends. Sometimes, but at least you're going to have 40 people, 30, 40 people, 50 people, right? And what a lot of people didn't see is we started doing these trade houses and these presentations. So what we would do is a trade house where we do a quick presentation and we do trading training afterwards. That's what we did. When we first started, y'all, we have one guest show up. One guest, sometimes two. Nobody saw that. They saw it, but they didn't understand what was happening. But then you look up 6 months later, now everybody's like, wow, y'all have a lot of events. Wow, y'all have a lot of presentations. Wow, a lot of people showing up. I'm like, yeah, but y'all didn't see 9 months ago when nobody was showing up. We just stayed on the calendar. See, the calendar is my calendar. I don't set my calendar based on who shows up. It's not, hey, I'm going to do this presentation if people are here. No, I'm going to do this presentation because it's on my calendar. I'm going to show the plan because it's on my calendar. So if nobody shows up, whose fault is that? Mine. So I'm going to show this presentation to nobody. And then I'm going to go out there and make sure that the next time I do this presentation, I'm not going to show it to nobody. How many people can commit to that? If you're willing to commit to showing a plan for the next 4 to 6 times a week for the next 6 months, throw some fire in the chat. Look, and leaders, here's what you do. You show your team that you're doing it. I don't get on Instagram and show it just to try to show. I'm showing my group, like, look, y'all out there playing video games, and I'm out here showing this plan. So when people start ranking up, don't be surprised. You got to show your group. Even if nobody show up, hey, guys, look, I'm here doing an event, one guest in the room. Cool. It's not about the one guest, guys. It's about when you got 20, 30, 50, 100 people in your group showing a plan, and one person sign up at all those events, and you just had 100 people join your business that day. Y'all gonna look up and be like, wait a minute, my group grew by 200 last night. Yeah, that's what happens when you get a lot of people showing a plan consistently. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna pass it back to you. I could talk all night about this business, but I'm gonna let y'all roll. Hopefully y'all got some value and you got some good things you can apply to your business. Charmin, Montel, man, I'm excited for you all. I look forward to being able to meet you guys in Dallas and seeing you guys in the UK. At some point, I'm gonna get out there. So I wrote it down. I'm so happy and grateful now. I have a business growing in the there. I know it's going to happen because I wrote it down. We're speaking it. We're seeing a bit of work out there with you guys and be with you. All right. Love y'all, man. Look forward to talking to you, and I'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing. J.O., thank you so much for the nuggets that you gave us. And, you know, what we love to do is really just research some of the stuff that we've learned on this call. And it's mind-blowing. What I've got from you is absolutely mind-blowing. And, you know, a lot of these things are going to change the game for me moving forward. But, Sham, you could just open up with some of the stuff that you got from J.O.
Yeah, oh my God, I got a lot, man. Okay, cool. One thing that really stood out to me was when you said, like, a lot of people, they slow down when people don't turn up to events. And that's really true because I've had that in my past organizations as well. Like, they'll start doing events, and then when some people won't turn, or when there's only 1 or 2 guests, they'll slow down and they won't do it again for like the next 30 to 60 to 90 days. And it's like, okay, cool, that's what slows a lot of people down, and that really just goes back to consistency as well. I remember when Todd telling me the other day, people don't turn up, just turn it into trainings, and I was like, okay, cool, that's better than not having people there. At least you can train your team so you can debrief and show them how to promote and have people for the next event. So that really stood out for me. And get in the trenches and stay there. Wow. Like, a lot of people, you want to go in and out. You want to pick and choose when you want to be in the trenches. You can't pick and choose when you want to go chairman, right? So you want to be staying in the trenches 24/7, because at the end of the day, we can party, whatever, but trust, if you're still a platinum, you shouldn't be partying right now. You should be grinding. Trust me, you need to be grinding. Even when you're C10, you shouldn't be partying, because they're C25, they're C50, and so on and so on and so on. So you really don't want nothing to hold you back. So really just stay in the trenches and grind. And trust me, if you love the trenches and you love your people and you want to see your people win, you'll happily stay in the trenches, because you know it's not just your life that needs saving, it's everyone else in your team's life that needs saving. So that was really stood out to me as well. And then, yeah, I'm not going to speak too much, so I'm going to let Montel talk the rest, because I can talk all day.
No, for sure. I think another thing for me was creating an environment of belief within your organization. I mean, it says that in the Magical Believing, and it went back to the time where there was an economic crash, right? So when there was a recession going on, and a lot of jobs, they were getting fired, a lot of people losing their jobs and so on. But what the guy really done, he went deep into his trenches, went deep into his team, and he reprogrammed the belief system to say there's no crash going on. You know, there's nothing going on. The economy's fine. The economy's booming. This is the time to be making money. And that organization started to do the best. And, you know, they actually made a killing when it came to the recession. The same thing with IML. And, you know, we have that belief, oh, it's summer, there's no momentum. Go into your team and tell your team that now is the best time to be working. Now is the best time. Because why is there no momentum in the summer? Like, that doesn't make sense. Everyone's off school. Like, they've got time to be looking at presentations. They've got time to be trading. Now is the best time to be trading. So don't ever have that belief of, oh, yeah, there's no momentum because of this reason. The only reason is yourself, right? You are the excuse, okay? There's no reason why there's no momentum. There's momentum in America. There's momentum for us. So you need to go out there and create that momentum yourself. And another thing I loved was study the IML blueprint. You know, that's one thing we take our foot off. We watch it maybe once or twice or maybe 5 times, and we don't touch it again for 5 months. You have to study it consistently, because every time you listen to something, you're going to pick up that new nugget as well. So, you know, JR, appreciate you. You know, and it was Atlanta. I remember it was Atlanta, the toilets in Atlanta, right? We had that event in Atlanta, and I remember, you know, it wasn't a convention, but we flew out there off our own backs, and we just went out there just to see what's going on in America. And I heard you speak for the first time, and yeah, we met in the toilets, man. So I'll see you in the toilets in Dallas, right? But guys, let's show some appreciation on this call. You know, let's really shout out Justin Owens. Let's give him that UK send-off. And let's really put some 7s in the chat if you got nuggets from this call. You know, if you enjoyed everything that you heard today, just put some 7s. Now I want to see the chat box going crazy, because we got so much value from this call. So guys, I'll see you all. We'll see you all at the top. We love you all. We appreciate you all. And this will be uploaded to YouTube. So make sure you get your team watching this again. Take care. Have a great week. Let's go!